Welcome back, survivors. On the last episode, we built our elevator here, space elevator, and started working on some of the tiered upgrades for it. So to continue, before we unlock more tiers, let's unlock what's available to us currently. We have tier 2 stuff we still need to unlock, tier 3 stuff, and tier 4 stuff before we start worrying about tier 5 and tier 6 and all that. Some things I want to accomplish today is logistics, coal power to get this tractor, because that sounds kind of cool. The truck station, coal generator, and all this coal sounds really interesting. I want to get to that, but we got a couple of things here we need to research first. Walkways and the colored gun. Walkways seem pretty straightforward. It's walkways and ramps and things like that. They're going to be useful for when we start building in like a third dimension, building vertically. They're going to be useful for we could probably use it right now to build a walkway to make it easier to get up that hill up there to my iron production, my copper production. Probably a lot easier that way with one of those, because as it is now, I kind of have to parkour my way, up and across and all that. But let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and unlock this. What do we need to do this? Plates, rods, and reinforced plates. Okay. No big deal on the plates and rods. Let's see. I wonder if I should just grab a few of these and take them with? How many do we need? I'm thinking I might be able to speed up my production up there. I may overclock that thing. That thing being the machine that produces the reinforced iron plates, because it's kind of slow on its production. So I'll take like an extra 100 rods and an extra 100 plates up to it and see if we can't speed up the process a bit. By, just directly dumping some resources into it. Let's see, let's drop that in there. We'll do 150 plates along with 100 rods and see if we can speed it up, because it's, I don't know if it's just a slow process or if I just don't have it set up very efficiently. I know it takes a lot of screws, which would actually mean I need more rods. I don't know. I could turn some rods into screws and just dump screws in there and more plates, and that would probably be faster. Let me do that. Let me just create some screws here. Just craft up a bunch of the screws out of these iron rods. Take the screws and the plates, dump them directly into the production, and see if that'll produce them faster. Try and speed up the process a bit, anyways, because it's currently the slowest thing I'm producing, and it's probably just a slow process, right? It's not anything I've got. It may not be anything I've set up inefficiently, but this is one way to tell. If I dump a bunch of resources and I start getting those plates quicker, it may be because of inefficiency in my design, which is probably likely, Let's get up here. See, some ramps would probably help us with this, especially this section right here, because it gets like trees in the way and you can't really see, and then the conveyor belt's in the way. I didn't set it up perfectly. I know that. So yeah, so we got screws coming in and plates coming in. The plates have stopped. Like, the plates are not moving, which means it's getting much more plates than it is screws, probably because it's a two-step process, right? It has to be turned into rods and then into screws. So that's going to be the slowdown right there. So let's just dump like all the screws it can hold. 500, there we go. So, see if that'll speed it up a bit. That way it's not waiting on screws now. It's got plenty of them, and it should be able to just keep full now that we've dumped a full stack in there. They should be able to keep the screws full while it's creating one. Oh, see, it's still going to run out of screws. It's still using more screws than it's taking in. But that'll at least get it started, to get on the right track. And yes, so it's not necessarily an inefficiency of the design, slightly, but it's more or less just a... I could overclock this thing, can't I? I do have a power shard. Oh, it's going to draw more power, though. I wonder how much it's going to draw then. Well, it's still only drawing 15 megawatts. Huh. Now it's running... Oh, shoot. Oh, it's drawing more. It's drawing 28. It just had to get through with that one. So the thing can only do 20 at a time. So let me slow this thing down a bit. It may not be worth overclocking it. If the generator can't keep up with it, they have to overclock the generator too, just to keep it running. That's a little inefficient. Let's see. Turn this thing back on, and it shut right back off. How much did it spike to? It doesn't. Can I see a? No, I guess I can't. Let me just look right here and pay attention. 17. 17. All right, so we're within. I guess it just tripped it a second time. Let's see, we're within it now at 109%. Let's try like 115% and see if that's going to pull more. It's pulling 17. Once it finishes this one, it'll update. We can't go any higher than 20, right? But at least that's 18. Let's try pushing it to 120%. I want to get this at like the ragged edge of efficiency without having to overclock the generator. 20.1, really? 20.1? Alright, let's try 19%. Because that's like efficient now, right? If you can get it to the maximum consumption and production is the same. 20 megawatts. There we go. Perfect. Now that's like the most efficient we can get it. Our generator's producing exactly 20, and exactly 20 is being consumed. I suppose I could overclock this as well and probably get a little bit more out of it. But as it stands, if I really wanted to be efficient about this, I need more screws. Because it's currently using more screws than it is receiving. So it's just gonna, even if I overclock this, it's gonna be temporarily faster right now, but in the long run, it's just gonna slow down and be back at the same speed because it's not getting enough screws. But this will at least get some going here. Let's see how many we've got, if we've got enough to finish this build here. We got 50. Okay, yeah, it's a temporary speed up, so it worked in the short term. In the long term, it's not going to work. I probably will have to go back up there and redesign all that to make more screws. Like a second one, it's complicated. I'll need a second thing producing rods and a second one producing screws. I'll need 4 total plus the one for plates. Anyways. Let's get that going. Milestone unlocked.
Milestone reached. After medical consultation, additional buildings aimed at factory traversal have been added. Walkways can now be accessed in the build menu.
Alright, cool. Now we have walkways. Build menu is going to be this. It's going to be in logistics. Foundations. There's ramps. That's not walkway. Here we go. Conveyor, walls. Organization, maybe. There they are. Walkways in the organization tab. Alright, so I'll see if I can build a little ramp to get up there. That's pretty simple. It's only like 5 building pieces. The ramps are probably going to be the main thing I need, so more rods and plates. And while we're waiting on this next tier to be able to, so we have to wait for the pod to return. And while we're doing that, I'll just go build a ramp. Alright, there we go. Took a little more work than I thought it would. I had to put down foundations to be able to snap the walkway to. The walkway won't just place. You have to snap it to a foundation. I probably could have done that a little differently, maybe with the foundation ramps. Could have used those probably. But either way, we're good. I just placed down 2 foundations. This takes concrete to make those, and then snap the ramps, just snap into each other, and I ran it all the way to the ground. So now I've got my walkway going up there. Pretty simple. Once I got used to how it worked, that was what had to get over, was learning how to build it and learning how that system all snapped together. But now I've got it. Should make things easier in the future. Next we've got the color gun. Let's give that a shot. So rods, plates, and wire. Should have most of that stuff here already. Grab some more rods and wire. We are good to go. Got my wire. Got the rods. Let's do this. There we go. And there we go. Blast off, launch pod. So now we can build new equipment and new parts. Color cartridge. Alright, we've got our paint gun here, our color gun. Let's get some color cartridges. Just made from flower petals, and I've got tons of them. I probably just ought to use them all up because that'll free up an inventory slot. At least I think it will. It should, depending on how these things stack. Oh, they stack stupid. So yeah, it actually does not free up an inventory slot. Wow. All right. Well, they stack terribly. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. What's something we could paint? Let's I'll have to load the ammo in it first. Okay. Oh, how do you select the color? Oh, right click. Okay. Oh, alright. Is there like a... Oh, okay, you can play around with it completely. Sweet. I keep hitting the wrong button, of course. Let's try purple. Let's see what that looks like. It's not painting it purple. What did I do wrong? So, select color. There we go. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. You can... Oh, I can two-tone it. Oh, can I, like, select a different, base color? Nah, better not fool with that, because it'll probably change a lot of things. Well, I guess it really matters. I'm not going to keep purple. Or pink, or whatever. That is kind of cool, though. Let me paint this. Oh, wow, everything's... You can just smack everything purple. Purple it is. Everything shall be purple in my realm. The realm of purple. That's pretty sweet, actually. How much range does this thing have? Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, wow. Cool. Got pretty good range on it. Alright, well, that's cool. Now I gotta paint everything purple so it matches, otherwise it's gonna drive me nuts, right? That's pretty cool. Not the most practical thing in the world, I know, but still kind of cool. Alright. And everything down here is purple now. Sweet. Alright, moving on to more important tasks like, I don't know, the next hub upgrade. Oh, I forgot one. I missed one. God, the thing's got a long range on it. Wow. And let's put up our paint gun before I accidentally paint something. Yellow shards. That's the next thing to create power shards with. I can't actually... Well, we can select the milestone. 500 iron plates and iron rods. Okay, so 500, 200, 200. 200 of those. 200 of these. And 500 wire. Got just enough space in my inventory for it all. And we will unlock this next tier. Let's see. Plates. Where are the other rods at? Oh, we're looking at them. There we go. Yellow shards. I'm wondering if those are like more powerful overclocks or something. Because it wasn't very clear when we researched it. Let's see. Power shard 2. Oh, it just produces 2. Okay. So you get 2 power shards from 1 yellow slug. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye out for more of those. I've only found the 1. Maybe we'll take the little scanner tool with us and try and find some more later. Let me put up my paint gun and the rest of this paint, since I don't need it in my inventory. And yeah, speaking of upgrades, is there anything we can research over here? Oh yeah, the bacon agaric, this mushroom thing. I forgot all about this stuff. Let's throw that in there. Give that a little time to research. Wait for our drop ship to come back. I'm gonna go gather some biomass or something. Alright, we got the analysis of our mushroom complete. Let's see if we get a message for that.
Amanita lardum, or bacon agaric, can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Object scanner, okay. Okay. All right. And Caterium ore that we found. Let's, it takes 25 of that, and it takes 15 minutes. Okay. Where's that at? Caterium ore. That's coal. Where did I put it? What is this one? That's bauxite, which I just found while going out cutting down trees for more, I bet I put it in a storage. Godly. I'm sitting here looking for it in my inventory. Yeah, it's in storage. There's a Caterium ore. I just put this bauxite in there as I don't know what it does. Again, it's something we're going to have to research later. But as far as I know, it's just going to be another resource that we're going to be used to manufacture things. But I found it on the side of a cliff. Just one little deposit. It wasn't like it was anything that I could dig up. It's just a tiny little deposit. So let's plug this stuff in here, the Caterium ore, and research that. It's going to take 15 minutes, so quite a long time for that. It's probably a pretty valuable resource if it takes that long to research it, right? Hopefully. Anyways, it's pretty valuable stuff we found. Anyways, let's see. Tier 3. We are done with everything on Tier 2. Tier 3 is what we're on to now. And this is what I really wanted to get to today, is the coal power. Because this tractor seems appealing, alright? So I want to get onto that. I'm going to need 40 reinforced iron plates, 25 rotors, 500 wire, and 200 cable. Alright, there's my 25 rotors. I produced them by hand. It actually didn't take that long. I haven't set up anything automated for it. It actually would take me longer to set up an automation setup for it than it would to actually just produce it by hand.
Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged.
Ah!
An increased focus on the explore and exploit pillar is recommended. Coal is 125% more efficient than biomass and can be automated.
Ah, see, I can automate coal, which probably means I can find coal deposits and set up an automation, whereas I still have to manually go out and gather biomass, wood, and leaves and things like that. So that is awesome. Let's where do I build this truck at? Is it going to be vehicles? Ah, the tractor and the truck station. Either send or receive resources to vehicles. Has an inventory of 48 slots. Transfers up to 120 stacks a minute to and from a docked vehicle. Always refuels vehicle if it has access to a matching fuel type. And it uses 20 megawatts, so it needs its own generator. If I got a more efficient oh, the coal produces 50. Ah ha ha. Burns coal to generate electricity. Has an input so feeding coal can be automated. Sweet. I think you can make coal from wood. That would make sense, right? If you put it in maybe a constructor, you can set up a constructor to produce coal. If you input wood, let me see if that's a thing. I'm not seeing it on here. Maybe it's not a constructor. Maybe it's something else. But that would make sense, right? That we could produce coal by inputting wood. Huh. Maybe not. Alright. But, let's see. I gotta figure all this out now. I really want to... I guess the first things first. Let's build the truck. Let's just build a tractor. What do we need for that? Rotors and 5 beacons. Alright, so rotors are just made from rods and screws, so I'll just grab myself a stack of those. Beacons are made from lots of things, so let me gather up all these materials and make this truck, see what it's all about. Alright, we've got everything we need. Let's get a clear space here for this truck and see what this thing looks like. A tractor. I keep calling it a truck, but I guess it's technically not. It is a tractor. Oh, it's not that big. I like the towing winch on the front. That's pretty cool. Got a little ladder on the back. Alright. Let's check this thing out. Can we... We can drive it. We can drive it. Open the workbench. Oh, cool. So we can produce most anything in the back of this thing. That's cool. Does it have storage as well? It does have storage and a fuel tank. Ah, I'm assuming it runs on, probably runs on coal. What do you think? It runs on coal or biofuel? Did I actually read the description of that? Should I have read it? Probably should have. Nicknamed the Sugar Cube by FICSIT pioneers with the justification. That's pretty sweet, you know? Fuel, any fuel type. Okay, so I can run it on biofuel. Well, that's good because I've got some on me. where I was playing around with the chainsaw earlier. So go to vehicle and just pop that in there. We got fuel in the fuel tank. Have to keep an eye on that. Make sure I don't run out like I get stranded. Let me grab like a stack of that because I'm gonna go play around with this thing and see what it can do. Oh, concrete. Wrong storage container. Here we go. Yeah, that'll fill it up. That should be a full stack of 200. And then we'll play around. The coal should be, well, I guess, a little bit better. Alright, see what this thing can do. Got a top speed of 40, 50 kilometers an hour, 55. Ah, 55, not bad. 60. A little bit faster. Can we go any faster? 63. We hit a bump, we slowed down. But if you get it on a flat surface, it's probably... Oh, that's a drop-off. May not want to drive down that. Oh, it's a ramp. Look at this. Can I run things over? Oh my gosh, can I run things over? Oh, stop! Stop! Thing's got no brakes. The brakes suck. I ran him over, but it didn't kill him. That is sweet. I like the diesel sound of the engine. Man, alright. Well... I love it. This thing is cool. I like the little guy down there steering it. You can see his hands move with the steering wheel. That is so sweet. Yeah, alright. This thing is the little sugar cube. It's sweet. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to screw around with this thing for a bit. That's all the time we've got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Post me any comments or questions down below. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.